It's time for another episode of Rotten Mournings.
The best way to start your mornings off rotten.
Good morning. Good morning,
Good morning.
sir.
Yeah, I'm good. Does your sound all right?
Yep. Yep. The hearing part good.
Oh, good. Super. Well, this is going to be fun.
Talking part not good.
Yep.
Ain't got nothing to do with my connection.
Nope.
Technologically has more to do with my connection to my Damn it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen, Matt.
What part?
The pat you just sent me.
Yeah, I'm picking up on that.
Yeah. Guys, welcome to Rotten Mournings, the podcast.
/ the shortest episode this season.
Welcome to Rotten Mournings, the podcast.
And have a great afternoon.
Somehow, after 30 years of creating content and film content, people are now finding us through the podcast.
I know. How the hell does that make any sense?
Stop listening to the fucking podcast.
Right?
This isn't good.
What is wrong with you people?
Why are you listening to a podcast?
That's bad.
You should be eating bananas and
All
living on a boat.
Just stop. Okay, now go again. Action. Okay, like it's hard for me to tell whether you're like if I've lost you on the podcast, so you have to talk.
Anyway, guys, welcome to Rotten Mournings. As always, I'm Scott.
I know everything about you, but especially your face.
Rotten sucks.
As always, I'm Scott.
Yes, you are. I'm Matt. Nice to see you guys. Nice to hear you guys. What's happening?
It's just me and you.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm at.
You want me to say hello too?
Oh, do you want him to say hello to you?
For God's sake, say a damn thing.
Okay, say a damn thing. He's laughing. Does that count?
I don't know why you're trying to crap on the podcast. We're just trying to do a podcast.
Now listen here. We have enriched the podcast, sir.
Well, you wouldn't know it by looking at it.
Don't look at the podcast. The podcast will look at you.
What did we see yesterday?
I don't know. Stop yelling at me. We had a podcast.
Yep.
So that happened. I remember
the best one.
Yeah, literally. Like I'm afraid that we're not going to be able to top that podcast, man.
Well, we're gonna have to because I deleted that one.
It sounds like you've got a pause. Are you good for sure?
You deleted it?
I don't have a pause. I'm carefully word choosing.
Okay, well then let me ask you this. Say the color blue as soon as I get through saying what I'm saying.
Blue.
You have a pause.
There's not a pause.
There is too a pause.
Let's try it again.
All right, save the color red after I get through saying. What?
What?
Yeah, exactly. See, that's a pause.
Okay, so it's as always. I'm here. I'm Scott.
Wait, yeah, I'm Matt.
Daniel, just say your name.
Hi everyone.
Okay.
I'm
DTF.
I'm DTFA. Down to
What
fall
is
asleep.
DTFA? Now, you're DTFO.
No,
Fuck you guys. You want to see some cool shit? Go to Tommy Rotten on TikTok.
this
Scott is DTFO. Down to fuck off.
I'm DTFA. Down to fall asleep. Guys, I don't know if y'all heard that plug. Tommy Rotten on TikTok.
TikTok.
on TikTok.
On the old TikTok.
I don't know if you guys have seen Tommy Rotten, but he's something that you can see on TikTok.
It is on TikTok.
Yeah.
Are you on TikTok or TikTok?
TikTok.
So we had Rotten Mournings. Good. This podcast is going well.
Yep. I promise you the last episode was the best.
Yeah.
Morning.
Yeah. This is why I'm coming back with this sassy attitude this morning.
666.
Assy attitude.
All right, and then we had an episode of Ravage's Power Hour.
Yes, we did.
We had a different episode of Power Hour.
Yeah, it was quite different. It's very different than the jellyfish and the
Skittles.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like how you said Skittles. Skittles.
Yeah, it was different from the jellyfish and the Skittles.
Oh, Mr. Skibbles, we're never going to get there at this rate.
Come, please accelerate, Mr. Skittles.
Mr. Skittles, please bring forth the monster.
Mr. Skittles, no! You are my only. All right. Good.
Yep.
That concludes the acting portion.
Oh, fucking thank God. Oh, yeah, Darker Stories. I actually put that up. That's awesome. The last 2 days I've got that up. Oh, where were we at? Oh, right. The next thing we had was Rotten Strips.
Oh. Yeah. We did. It was awesome.
Yep.
I don't know how Rotten Strips has been it's been an interesting season of strips.
Has been, hasn't it?
I mean, not to me, but to some people, it's been a good one.
Has it been?
Not to me, but to some people.
Oh, okay, cool. The Haunt Crew was giving us a bunch of shout outs on their podcast earlier. They were like literally saying different parts of the episodes and shit that they've seen.
Oh. They were like, I don't know if you guys saw that Rotten Strips. There was this first part, and go watch the first part. It was awesome. And then
there was another part after that. I distinctly remember.
It was awesome. That's cool, man. Thank you guys, Haunt Crew, for giving us a shout out.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
We sincerely appreciate it. So yeah, that was yesterday. It only took us 9 minutes to get through it.
Oh my God, can we speed this up like a lot?
Yeah, we can, because I'll just play it fast forward.
No, I mean, no.
Now the supernatural section.
That's not what I mean.
Guys, if you need to 2x the podcast while
oh my God, you're dragging. Okay, what do we got coming out today? Today we have I was gonna have a Lady Grey episode, but I hadn't seen the one she put up, so it might be
an episode of the podcast.
Shut up. What?
There's an episode of the podcast today.
No, the first thing we're gonna see today is Carrie's live, which was great.
I liked it.
The second thing we're gonna see today is the fucking podcast. We can move past that joke. Good joke. Haha. Let's move past it. After that, we have a Lady Gray thing, and I'm not exactly sure which one I was going to use, am going to use. So that should be a surprise. After that, we have Making Up with Stepsister. I'm editing right now. So that should hopefully be ready to go into tomorrow time. And then we have another episode of Darker Stories. That'll be episode 12. We did it.
Hey, cool guys. Thank you for joining us for our Rotten Reviews section of Rotten Reviews. Please join us after the commercial for our Supernatural section.
Morning.
For some what?
Please join us in a moment after the commercial for our Supernatural section.
Please join us in a moment of solidarity.
Bye.
Rotten morning.
Grim.
Hey, Grim's here. Yay.
Oh, God damn it. This is fake.
Hi, Grim.
Hi, I have diarrhea.
Well, we're going to commercial.
We'll be- Rotten Strips is
Harry.
Hilarious.
stupid.
Rotten Strips is awful.
No, badass.
Ridiculous.
Should not be made by anyone or watched by anyone with any sort of intelligence.
I hate it.
So every night throughout October for Rotten Strips again, where you will not see anyone strip, hopefully, every night at 7 o'clock in October.
Watch it. Oh, wow.
We are back.
Yep, we are.
Hey, send Jess an invite. She's up. And Grim, want.
Okay. So, guys, we make a lot of jokes on the podcast about how we don't know what day it is and that sort of thing. But we record these in the morning. Can we just be honest?
Yeah, let's be honest. We record these in the morning, and whenever we joke about that, it's just because we're trying to like fool you.
Yeah. And I only bring that up because sometimes it's a little bit earlier, sometimes a little bit later in the morning, but we always record them in the morning, and then we post them up for you guys to enjoy. Well, we were just in the middle of recording, and we jumped into Carrie's live.
Yeah.
And that was great.
Yeah, it was great, and then it locked up, man. It always locks up on her for some reason.
Yeah. I think it has something to do with the cards.
Yeah, I think because you asked that question, you fucked the cards up.
I don't know that it was me. I just think that the cards have 5G. Messes her cell connection.
Can you send anybody an invite, Jess, if she can pop on? And I'm sure Grim can too, but I don't know.
They've both been sending invites, man.
Try it again.
I mean, all right. I don't know what good that will do.
I don't know.
I mean, like, the best case, nothing will happen. In the worst case, nothing will happen. So we'll see if they join us. But what I was saying about Carrie's Live, we had commented earlier that we had watched it and enjoyed it. We had watched the pre-recorded Carrie's Live.
Yeah, the first half.
Yeah. and then
the second half was the second half.
Right. That's what happened. While she's doing it live, somebody's like, "Hey, I'm gonna crank your car up, connect your phone to USB, check your oil." Awesome. Right in the middle of that.
Jess said she didn't get an invite.
They need this. All right, I will spoon feed them. I will spoon feed these babies. Give me just a second. Let me get my little tiny spoon out.
Yeah, you got to take it out of your pants.
Yeah.
What you keep your balls in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's where my balls are. Yeah. Let me send steps. Oh, did you mean wait? Which Jess? Dude, there's only like a handful of us, and there's like 2 Scotts and 2 Jesses. It's weird.
Weird indeed.
Good joke. All right. Well, I can't. I mean, unless I go and physically pick Jess up, I can't make her go on the podcast anymore. So I guess she's just not joining.
I'm here, motherfucker. It is 2:46 in the evening. Chill out.
See, proof that we record these things in the morning.
Yeah, you hear my coffee pot?
Is
You're
that what they?
peeing again?
I'm peeing.
Well, we had just gotten done telling the audience how we always record this on Eastern Standard Time and how it's 3:27, and you jump on and destroy the illusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's so not interested.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm making coffee so I can wake up.
Well, fucking throw yourself down for interrupting us.
She has...
I'm sorry. You messaged me and asked me to be on this podcast.
What was said? Matt, you badgered her to be on the podcast. You're like, Jess is begging to be on the podcast. You're such a piece of shit, dude.
You're such a fucking asshole.
I'm not begging to be on the COD podcast, for Christ's sake.
The COD pod.
Jesus Christ.
The COD past. Cods of Christmas past.
Grim said she can't join. I don't know what that means.
Good choice.
Okay.
All right, well, let's continue on with this shit show. What do we do?
Yep.
What do we do today? What did we do yesterday?
No, we're past that. We're past that.
Why would you ask me to get on the podcast when you're almost done with it?
We're not. We haven't even barely begun. It's the paranormal part.
That's the last part. The fuck?
That's the middle part, Jess.
That is the God damn it!
It's usually the last part.
No. The last part yesterday was us playing with Google Translate.
She usually leaves in the middle.
Yeah, you just leave in the middle. That's
Great. Hey, Tommy, how are you today?
Huh?
I hear Tommy's voice.
yes.
Or is
She
that
said, "How are you?"
Daniel? Or
No.
is it Daniel?
Yes.
It's whatever. I don't care at this point.
Okay, whatever. How are you today?
How are you?
I'm sleepy.
I'm doing good. As good as I can be.
True that. Jess.
Grim says she's headed to the ER. I don't know.
The fuck?
Yeah, she says she's having like really bad stomach pain.
Oh my god, dude, that's not good.
So what's the paranormal about today?
I didn't know if we were gonna have Jess and Daniel continue their little conversation. I was just waiting.
Can this section be on gingers and how they have no souls?
Guys, we got a weird one today. Not gonna lie.
What is it?
It's a weird one.
Okay, well, is that the name of the thing?
Oh my god.
No.
Another like a whole nother Matt here. Today we're gonna be talking about some Peter and
Some Peter?
yeah.
What?
we're going to be talking about some Peter. His name is Peter.
Saint Peter?
No, not Saint Peter.
Peter Griffin?
No, it's not Peter Griffin. His name is Peter
Pierre.
The pumpkin eater.
Stube.
Peter,
Huh?
you said Peter Stube, S-T-U-B or S-T-U-M-B-B?
Stubb. But it's also, in some places, Stupp.
Yeah.
It's got to be a serial killer.
Was accused of a serial killer, but this is also one of the most famous werewolf stories of all time.
Ah.
Yeah, this is actually like the classic. And now the story has changed over time, but like this is one of the classic. Saw some kids get ripped up by a wolf, chased the wolf into the woods, didn't find the wolf, found a naked man covered in blood.
Sounds like a party.
Sounds like a party.
Yeah, there you go. Choke on the fucking coffee, Jess. Thanks for your contribution.
Scott choking, not me.
Oh, Scott, stop eating tacos while we're talking about werewolves. What's happening right now?
Well, I was letting you guys. I'm coughing. Talk.
Oh, coffin talk. Okay, so I like big coffins, but I think I like them with the kind of lining inside of them because I think they seem a lot more comfortable.
Okay, I'll cut all that out. So yeah, Peter Stoop or Peter Stube, German serial killer. He was also, a lot of people forget to mention this, he was a farmer, just out there doing the Lord's work. Accused of werewolfery, which I didn't realize was a word, witchcraft, and cannibalism. But also a farmer, so, giving back to the planet.
Well, that's awful kind, Mr. Strunk.
Yeah, he was known as the Werewolf of Bedburg.
Bedburg. Yeah, it said in Germany around 1530. Stube's name's also spelled Peter Stube or Peter Stubb or Peter Stube or Peter Stjob or Peter Stumpf. And other aliases include such names as Adel. I'm sorry, I'm not going to read all that. The name Stump or Stump may have been given to him as a reference to the fact that his left hand had been cut off, leaving only a stump.
So his name was Peter Stube, which sounds like Peter's tube, and then
yes,
and then his hand had been cut off, so he had a stump hand. So they also called him Peter Stump.
Man, people back in the 1500s were dicks.
Man, this guy was just a humble farmer who was also a cannibal werewolf.
Can you imagine the people walking by and go, "Hey, Peter Stump. I mean, Stub. Fuck, Stump. Fuck. What? Fuck."
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I just saw your hideous hand.
Yeah. Hey, how is he a farmer with only one hand?
That's how good he was. Yeah, he also would turn into a werewolf to do his farming.
Oh, well, that makes sense. He probably had a hand then.
Yeah, or a paw.
Or a paw. Yeah, he's probably really good at digging. So I mean,
werewolf. I don't know if he would have 4 paws, because usually, like in most shifter books that I read, when people shift like that, they don't. If they have some kind of disformity or scar.
Nerd alert! Nerd alert! Nerd alert! Nerd alert!
Fuck this! I'm going back to sleep.
No, don't go back to sleep. No.
Strike 2, Matt. Strike 2. Anyway, Scott, continue.
Yeah, I was just talking about the life of this farmer, cannibal witch, werewolf. So yeah, this is like one of those stories, like I said, because it happened so far back in the 1800s. A lot of the different I mean, in the 1500s. I'm sorry. A lot of the stories, there were several different werewolf stories of that time, and a lot of those have kind of all kind of merged into being him, which kind of neat, right?
Yeah, I think wasn't there a movie about like with Benicio del Toro that was kind of like this?
I don't. Which film?
I don't know. Maybe it's called Werewolf or something. I don't know.
I don't know it.
Maybe it's the remake of the Wolfman or something.
Oh, like the relaunch of the Universal Studios Monsters Wolfman.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
The end.
It was pretty good.
Was it?
I liked it. And Anthony Hopkins.
No, I didn't get to
Benicio
see
del Toro was the werewolf.
But
and spoiler alert.
was that? I just didn't know if that was based on this or if that was just based on
I don't know if it's based on this, but based on what the movie is, it kind of seems like a little bit based on this.
Arguably, all of Wolfman stories are based on this.
Yeah, true.
Because you will find Wolfman stories that predate this, but this is kind of the one that brought it into prominence.
Prominence, New Idaho.
Yeah, this is before that they had never even heard of it, and then they got copies of the paperback of this story.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah. So not only are we talking about somebody who's contributed to agriculture, we're also talking about somebody who's contributed to education and literary.
Can we speak a bit on agriculture?
What's that?
Can we speak a little bit on agriculture?
We can.
Okay, go.
How do you spell that, Matt?
Hold on one second. Let me find it on
I just got
Wikipedia.
so fucking mad, dude. I forgot Jess was on the podcast, and I thought you had that fucking Google Translate because I heard your voice. I just got triggered so hard.
And just say Scott killed my parrot.
Scott killed my parrot.
Yeah, okay. I gotta cut the podcast off. It's this is. Can already see where this is going bad.
I'm looking here and it says something like electrolyte of cologne.
What?
Stop looking at it then. Because what the shit, dude?
I thought you said agriculture. What?
And then he's got like cologne made out of Gatorade.
Yeah, it's not what a shitty ass cologne.
What flavor is it? Is it orange or is it grape?
It's werewolf.
Electorative cologne.
He described the flesh of children as dainty morsels.
Who did?
The fucking electrolytes of cologne.
Okay. All right. Daniel, look over on whatever Matt's looking at. Tell me what those words are, and then snap his neck off.
Oh.
Just really quick, little pop.
Oh, Stupp was executed on Halloween.
Yeah. Well, according to some stories, he was, but his execution was also a terrifying thing.
Put on a wheel with flesh torn from his body in 10 places, with red-hot pincers, followed by his arms and legs. Then his limbs were broken with blunt side of an axe head to prevent him from returning from the grave. But before he was beheaded, his body burned on a pyre. His daughter and mistress had already been flayed and strangled and were burning alongside of Stump's body as a warning against similar behavior. Local authorities erected a pole with a torture wheel and a figure of a wolf on it. At the very top, they placed Peter Stroop's severed head.
They did not fuck around in 1500s Germany.
Well, they're already like, oh, hey, Stumpy's here. Let's fucking play basketball with that.
Yeah, they like, hey, We think that you're a werewolf. We're gonna immediately kill your wife and child.
Yeah,
That's
and then take
punishment.
your head off and make an effigy of a fucking wolf and dance around it and praise it.
I like
Lycanthropy.
what they're doing. I hate to say this. This sounds fucking nuts, but like what they're doing in the execution of this person sounds like what people say a satanic ritual is.
Yeah.
You see what
Like,
I mean?
oh, don't be satanic. We'll teach you.
Yeah.
Get on our altar. We're going to stab you with our fucking crooked blade.
Yeah. So these people are sacrificed. We're all standing in a circle. You've been sacrificed on a pyre. Like, what has just happened?
Well, that's pretty much par for the course. Most people end up doing the exact same thing that they hate people doing.
Oh, that's a whole day of talking right there.
Ain't it though?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
What have you ever heard of this, Jess?
I have not actually.
Okay. Daniel, have you heard of Peter Stubb?
This is the first for me.
Yeah. I guess the daughter was killed because he was accused of having an incestual relationship with his daughter, and he was sentenced to die. But that wasn't what was the it was an insatiable bloodsucker who gorged on the flesh of goats, lambs, sheep, as well as men, women, and children. That sounds like over sensationalized.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Being threatened with torture, he confessed to killing and eating 14 children. All right, you cannot start a sentence that way. And it sounds like I'm defending this guy. I'm not. I'm just like, I'm so over like how media says shit that I'm just like, everything I have to like look at it twice before I can find any facts in it. But this
Well,
sentence,
it says that he confessed to having intercourse with a succubus sent to him by the devil.
yeah, but the devil.
The devil. The
Right.
devil. Not the homeless guy that thinks he's the devil.
I'm the devil. Inside joke. No, what I thought he had been like seduced by a succubus who had been sent by the devil and a regime of imps. No, but listen to this, Matt. Listen to this sentence. It says, being threatened with torture, he confessed.
That's funny how that works.
Yeah, shit. What did I do?
I did that. Just stop poking me in the dick with that thing.
Yeah, with your dick.
Oh.
What?
That was Jess sighing hard.
Right. No, the cat just ran up and slapped the shit out of me in my face. Sorry.
I was like, so what's that?
It's like, Jess, stop talking about the stump.
Pretty much.
Okay. I see what's happening. All of the wilderness creatures are coming out to defend the werewolf. I see.
Yep.
Where's Urza?
Oh, let's
not. He's sleeping.
Yeah, let's not, Scott.
Okay.
In that demon.
Dude, they like go into like crazy shit about this guy. If y'all haven't ever checked him out on Wikipedia,
Wikipedia.
It's Peter Stump with 2 P's, so it's Peter Stump PP.
Like P pterodactyl, is the P silent?
No, there's 2 P's. His name is Peter.
Peter.
No, it's not Peter. So anyway, that is we've kind of talked enough about, I think, Peter.
I agree.
But y'all, if you take anything away from this, know that this was one of the very first werewolf stories, and was inspiration for werewolf stories to come. There's also a lot of wood cuttings that are horrific and probably iconic too. Like if you study werewolf lore, you've seen these wood cuttings before, and they are traumatizing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's been our show. Join us tomorrow. We have another episode of Rotten Mournings.
That'll be crap, I'm sure. Hey, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watching this and watching this. I was gonna say enjoying this, but I find that hard to believe.
We really wanted to make sure that our listeners didn't get a spot out, but our viewers did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So shout out to the viewers on this one, guys.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
You're the true heroes.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Jess.
Thanks for being here, Jess.
Y'all really woke me up for 20 minutes.
Man,
motherfucker, you were awake. You started making coffee and shaking snakes. I know how this works.
Wait, what?
What? What you said?
Matt,
what the fuck?
She was brushing her hair.
Oh, well, whatever.
That's what Medusa does. All right, we're gonna go. We'll talk to you guys later.
And stay rotten, guys.
Stay rotten.
Join us next time for another episode of Rotten Mournings.